Good morning, class 9th, chapter number 4, structure of the atom. Student, this chapter is chapter number 4, structure of the atom. In the chapter number 3, we have learned that atoms and molecules. And students, atoms and molecules are the fundamental building block of the matter. The existence of the different kinds of matter is due to different atom. Now the question arises. The atom of the one element different from the atom of the another element. What makes the atom of the one element different from the atom of the one another element? Second question is this: are the atoms really indivisible? They cannot be divisibles. And this atoms really indivisible as proposed by the Dalton? And are there smaller components inside the atoms? So student, you shall find out the answer to these questions in this chapter. This chapter you will learn about the some atomic particles of the various models that have been proposed to explain how these particles are arranged within the atoms. You learn in this chapter the some atomic particles: electron, proton and neutron, and the various models: Thomson model of an atom, Rutherford, and the Bohr model of an atom. In this chapter you will learn. Student, a major challenge before the scientists at the end of the 19th century was to reveal the structure of the atom as well as to explain its important properties. So one of the first indication that atoms are not indivisible. They cannot be divisible. They can be divisible. Atoms are not indivisible comes from the studying static electricity and the condition under which the electricity is conducted by the different substance. So student, let us start. First we will discuss the charge particles in the matter. So student, when you comb your dry hair, and does the comb then attract small pieces of paper? When you comb your dry hair and does this comb, you can try this activity. So this attract the small piece of paper. And you can do another activity: when you strike the iron scale on the floor, you can see that some charges can be produced. The sum fluctuate, you can see. And another, when you rub a glass rod with a silk cloth and bring the rod near an inflated balloon, observe what happen. And I think the small activity you have done in when you were kids, when you have taken the scale and you rub this scale on the hair, and when you pick up the paper, you will see that you can pick up the papers. This scale also attract the small piece of paper. So student, if we talk about the charge particles in matter, so from these activity can we conclude that on rubbing two objects together, when rub two objects and then they become electrical charge. Where does this charge come from? So student, this question can be answered by knowing that an atom is divisible. That atom is divisible, can be divided further and consist of charge particles. So student, many scientists contributed in revealing the presence of the charge particle in atom. It was known by 1900 that atom was not a simple indivisible particles. The atom was not a simple individual particle but contained at least one subatomic particle, the electron. This electron identified by the J.J. Thomson. So first of all, the atoms have the three subatomic particles: electron, proton, neutron. What about the electron? Electrons are the negatively charged and it is represented by the E minus. Protons are positively charged and it is denoted by the P plus. And neutron have no charge and it is denoted by small n. So the mass of an electron is, what is the mass of an electron? You can underline this point. The mass of an electron is 1/2000 mass of a hydrogen atom. Mass of electron is the 1/2000 the mass of a hydrogen atom. The mass of a proton is, if when you take the mass of proton is equal to the mass of the hydrogen atom, is taken as a 1 unit. If you take the mass of neutron is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and it is taken as a 1 unit. So you can see, if we talk about the mass of electron is 1/2000 and the mass of the hydrogen atom, and the mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and it is taken as a 1 unit. Mass of hydrogen is 1 na? So proton, the mass of the proton and mass of the neutron also is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and it is taken as the 1 unit. Understand what I am saying? So student, if we talk about the discovery of the subatomic particles, electron, proton, neutron. If we talk about the electron, this electron is discovered by the J.J. Thomson in 1900. J.J. Thomson discovered the presence of the negatively charged particle called electron in the atom. Second, proton. Proton is discovered by the Goldstein, E. Goldstein in 1886. Okay, and this E. Goldstein discovered the new radiation in gas is discharged and called them is canal rays. So in 1886 E. Goldstein discovered the new radiation in gas discharge called the canal rays, and these rays are positively charged. These rays were positively charged and this later led to be discovery of the positively charged particle called proton in atom. And next is the neutron, and neutron is discovered by the Chadwick in 1932, and Chadwick discovered the presence of the particles having no charge in the atom called neutrons. So student, electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson, proton discovered by E. Goldstein, and the neutron is discovered by Chadwick. Okay, and J.J. Thomson discovered the electron in 1900. So you should learn. And in general, if we talk about, the electron is represented by the E minus, E negative. Okay, and proton is represented by P plus, and neutron is discovered by N. So I have, you understand this charged particle in matter and discovery of the subatomic particles. So What are the three types of the subatomic particles? Electron, proton and neutron. Okay student, in next lecture we will discuss the structure of the atom. First we will discuss the Thomson model of an atom. Then we will discuss the Rutherford model of an atom. So I hope you understand. So first of all you start this chapter number 4 and start reading. This is the page number 46 and 47. And what are the canal rays? Yes, tell me, what are the canal rays? Canal rays. In 1886, Goldstein discovered the new radiation in gas discharge is called canal rays, and these rays are the positively charged, and this later led to the discovery of the positively charged particles called proton in the atom. Okay, so if we talk about we will discuss okay, so electron, listen carefully. Electron represented by E minus, these are the negatively charged, proton are the positively charged, and neutron is neutral. So you tell me, if an atom contain one electron and one neutron, one is the atoms. Understand what I am saying? If an atom contain one electron or one proton, so what will carry any charge or not? No. Why? Electron is equal to 1, minus 1, and proton is equal to plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel. So atom will not carry any charge. So I hope you understand. So okay students, bye, take care.